Hi, welcome to Shape Up with Tracy. This week is part 2 of healthy aging. So we've talked about what you can do for nutrition for healthy aging. This week we're going to focus on how you can help your brain and healthy aging. Obviously, as people live longer, there are more incidents of people suffering from Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and dementia and other conditions which are significantly impacted by your brain. Now, whilst I can't say that the things I'm going to suggest will prevent those things from happening, but they're certainly going to put you on the right track to your brain being healthy and active for longer periods of time. So, unfortunately, from the age of 30, and for some people even before that, your brain function actually starts to decrease. And you'll have noticed that in older members of your family that, they're just a bit slower to sometimes connect things together. And that is a natural part of the aging process. However, there are things you can do which will help you to retain that focus, that concentration, that ability to be flexible in your thinking, just by taking a few simple steps. So, one thing, if you don't use your cognitive ability up in your brain, your memory and things, then you lose it. It's as simple as that. But the good thing is that our brain is very plastic. It's the scientific term plasticity, that you can actually retrain your brain. And you'll have seen that in people that maybe you've known or come across that have had a stroke, that have been able to relearn things when parts of their brain have been damaged. So our brain is amazing at relearning things using different parts of the brain and rewiring. So that plasticity really helps. That's something you can continue to build all the time. So yes, if you don't use it, you will lose it, but you can reverse that process considerably. So having a positive outlook on life is really important. If you're one of those people that goes around, oh, it's terrible today, the sun only shone for a few hours, rather than the person who goes, wow, what a great day we had today, the sun came out at lunchtime, it was amazing. That positive outlook on life is really good. It keeps things firing up in your brain and helps it to keep active and those neurons pumping. Education is really key too. Now, there is masses with the internet of online education courses you can take. One of my favorite ones is a company called Coursera, and they have lots and lots of online learning, a couple of hours a week, watch a few videos, fill in a few questionnaires, lots of different subjects, anything you can think of you're interested in. I bet you can find a course online about that. Something you can do just to keep the neurons firing, just to keep your brain thinking and making connections. Really important for brain health. Memory training has huge research coming out now saying that by doing memory training, that really helps your brain. Because how many times do you get, as you get older, do you think, oh, what's his name? He just told me his name. So there's lots of techniques you can learn in the memory side of things that will help you to remember things. So when you're thinking about something, say you've got to remember a new person's name, make sure you repeat that person's name a couple of times in the conversation. Make a connection. That person, maybe something about them reminds you of something or somebody you can connect with, so you've got that little connection. Make sure you get a really good visual of the person's face as well, and make sure you've got lots of connections going on upstairs in your brain to help you remember. So it's not just being remembered in one part of the brain, you use it in multiple ways. Something else you can do, puzzles. So I know my grandparents are absolutely hooked on word searches. Well, thank goodness they were, because now I know how important that was for them. That really helped keep the brain ticking and functioning. Sudoku's great. Any of those brain puzzles, trying to work things out, Rubik's Cubes, all those things are really good to keep the memory working, keep you alert, keep you thinking, keep your cognitive functions going. Interestingly, computer games are actually good for you in terms of keeping your brain healthy. Obviously not all day, every day, 8 hours a day, but in short spurts. Playing a computer game, doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it's something where you've got to think, that's actually good for you. Googling is good for you in short chunks. So going on the internet, because when you're looking on Google, say you're going to search maybe healthy aging, you'll search healthy aging, you'll scan down the page, you'll quickly make some decisions about what you want to look at. You'll open a page, nah, that's not what I want, close it down. Think how quickly you're making those decisions upstairs in your brain. It's amazing. So technology isn't all bad. Too much technology is definitely bad. But technology in small chunks is actually really good for the brain, we've discovered. So things you can do there to help your brain. So I'll see you on the next video.